Hey guys, it's that time again. So this is your weekend collective reading. This will be for March the 28th through March the 30th. I'm going to pull 3 cards of guidance for the weekend. See what messages do we have for the collective. This is for March 28th, March 29th, and March 30th, 2020. Give me 3 cards of guidance for the collective. Okay. Give me 1 more card of guidance for the collective. Or give me 2 more cards of guidance for the collective. Okay, now give me 1 more card of guidance for the collective. Alright, it's going to take the one that turned up. So the first message we have is Goddess of Nature. It says you reap what you sow and your dream is coming into fruition. So for a lot of you guys, you've sown some seeds, and whatever you've sown, those dreams or those seeds are coming into fruition. We have Goddess of Psychic Protection. It says what you believe you create. No one can harm you. We also have Goddess of Strength. It says stand up for what you believe and you will gain respect by holding your ground. The underlying message we have is God of Reflections. It says the qualities you see in others are simply your own reflection. All right. So let's see what messages we have. Y'all know that on the weekends, this is a 10-card draw, so this may be a little longer than the daily read sometimes, because sometimes they talk through the daily reads. Let's see what messages we have. This is for the collective, March 28th, March 29th, March 30th of 2020. What messages for guidance do we have for the collective? This is for March 28th and March 30th. Messages, guidance for the collective. This is for the weekend of March 28th through March 30th. Messages and guidance for the collective, March 28th, March 29th, March 30th of 2020. Messages, guidance for the collective. All right. So I feel like there's a transition that's going to be happening. If not mental, there's literally a move that's going to be happening, because the Six of Swords can sometimes represent an actual move, like your will to actually move toward peace or something that brings peace in your life. Now, for some of you guys, I feel like you're committed to moving forward. King of Pentacles here. I feel like you're finding the courage to transition, to take the steps that are necessary in order for you to create peace within your life. World card, there is a cycle that is completing here. I feel like you fulfilled, or you're fulfilling one of your life's purposes here by moving away from, it looks like for some of you guys, maybe a karmic cycle, or just it's a cycle. Even lessons that you learn in life are karmic. Those are situations that are here to teach you things. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, World card with the Queen of Wands, you're ending the cycle. You're finding your motivation to move forward. You could be creating new passions within your life. Knight of Pentacles here. I feel like you're putting things in motions. For a lot of you guys, you're being there's a lot of determination that's coming forward for you, because Hangman, you've changed your perspective around some things. So you got a lot of heavy hitters as well within this first little line here. So the energies that I'm picking up are major energies. I feel like for some of you guys, you're transitioning to becoming more confident. I do feel like you could be slightly underestimating yourself. You could also be moving away from some sort of responsibilities, finding your endurance to kind of put things in motion for yourself. Y'all, the sun is out, which is great. I love the fact that the sun is out, but it's doing numbers for my little camera here. And this is every weekend, this is the thing, y'all. All right, so we're going to leave it at that. If it goes dark, it just go dark. It'll lighten back up, whatever. So with the Lover's card here, I feel like you're making a decision. You need to trust the decisions that you're making. Ace of Swords, because you have the clarity that is necessary for you to make these moves. Some of you guys are clear that something you're dealing with is a big burden or a big responsibility. I also see responsibilities here with Hangman. So you could be changing your perspective around something that you may have felt was your duty. You could feel as though it's not anymore. You could feel as though it is a burden. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like that cycle is ending. This could have to do with the relationship. This could have to do with your fear around a relationship. Some of you guys, this could be fear around a relationship. I feel like you're releasing the burdens or the oppression that you have. 6 of Wands, moving toward victory. This is a good reading here. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're transitioning and becoming more confident. Look at that shit. Becoming more confident. Okay, I see you. I see you. All right, so let's see here. Let's clarify this world card. Why is this world card here? We have a sun card here. Some of you guys are really seeing that you're moving toward fulfillment. 8 of Pentacles here. This could be something that you're working on, you're building. This could be even personal developments, meaning you're working on your own independence, working on your own abundance. Can you guys come open the blinds a little bit? Just so it can kind of balance out the light, because I just got my door open. Maybe if I open just one of the blinds, the one right there in front of me, kid. Now it's getting lighter. That's good. All right. I just want to keep it kind of, it'd be hard doing these readings without, like, y'all, I don't know if y'all know, a lot of y'all don't know, I do all this by myself. I do my video, that's why I don't be just looking like professional, like setup, because I don't have no professionals that are doing my stuff. I know a lot of people on YouTube outsource, you know, other people to do their videos. I got a webcam and the sun. I do have a lighting, like this backdrop came with a lighting system, but I'm not that good at using it. I'm gonna learn more, you know, I'm gonna learn more. I feel like my kids are gonna help me more because they understand it more than I do. But anyway, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're seeing clearly that it may be time for you to move forward and really invest into building something solid. You could also be moving forward and actually putting the work in. King of Pentacles, Lover's card, this is a decision. Some of you guys are moving toward your own fulfillment. You're moving into a new ascension. You're really in a space of kind of like new land. Some of you guys, this could be like moving into, even though it's spiritual, this is a spiritual type of energy. It's like moving to a new area and relearning things. So some of you guys, you've ascended to a higher level of ascension, or you've ascended to a higher level of vibration, and you're just relearning things. You're figuring out what brings fulfillment. And I feel like you're confident about the decisions to actually stay moving forward or stay persistent, stay determined to have that fulfillment. So we got the Queen of Wands here. I feel like your passions may have changed. You could be Ace of Pentacles. You could be passionate about moving toward a new life, very much in alignment with having something grow. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're finding your motivation to really, I feel like, extend your energy out here. We got the King of Cups under here with the Page of Cups. So I feel like you're extending your energy, trusting what you feel what's inside of yourself. I feel like you're in alignment with allowing something to grow, or in alignment with flourishing. Which is good. I mean, if you're in the space of flourishing, you're allowing yourself to flourish. You're moving away from burdens, responsibilities, things that keep you bound, and you're moving into this higher vibration. This is, I mean, you're on the right path. You're spiritually on the right path. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. For like some of you guys, you're severing a situation that, so some of you guys, I feel like you've had either some responsibilities to a third party. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. I got 2 threes here. So this is responsibilities to an outside source. I feel like you're severing that. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. You could be even severing a third party. Really in the space of ending a cycle here that has to do with some responsibilities, or even your endurance. That could have been a third party. Some of you guys could have been very much in the space of dragging your feet. But Queen of Swords, 10 of Wands, you're now seeing that either that is a burden or something that you have been handling, like some responsibilities that you've been handling have been a burden. So you're severing that connection. You're severing those external, whatever the fuck it is, changing your perspective here. World card, you're most definitely ending a cycle. I got the World card twice. So you've ended a cycle. And I feel like because of that, you're becoming more confident. You've ended a cycle that was based off of either responsibilities or based off your own fear, which was creating a responsibility in your life or an oppression within your life. So we have the Hangman here. Like I said, I feel like you're changing your perspective. You've had a lot of patience. You've been in suspension. I feel like you're making a decision to kind of be clear, let the burdens down. 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups, Judgment. Some of you guys are making, so this could have, for some of you guys, now this could have to do with 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups. This could have to do with a relationship, or this could have to do with some plans. Someone's making some plans. 5 of Pentacles here with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like someone's perspective, someone realizes that a situation is lack and not going to bring abundance, or not going to bring This is what the Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. That is a lack. That is challenging foundation, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse means that there is no, like, there's a no-go. You're not moving forward. So some of you guys, you've been in suspension because you've been dealing with a lack situation that is not moving forward. So you're in the space of making a decision, a loving decision for yourself to really balance out your passions, and it looks like let go of that. To be honest with you, it looks like you're making a decision to be clear. Six of Wands Tower, shouldn't me? That's finding the strength. I mean, that's moving toward victory and releasing whatever this suspension. So whether this was an actual situation that's kept you in suspension, or again, even your own thoughts of that have kept you in suspension, whatever kept you in suspension, you're releasing that because you're seeing that it's creating challenges within your foundation, keeping you at a lack, maybe even keeping you in a space of having financial issues, if not life issues, as far as your own stability. You feel like you were not moving forward. So a lot of you guys are now finding your strength or finding your motivation to really put some things in motion so that you can move forward and in that cycle of stagnation or in the cycle of suspension. All right, so let's see here. We got the Six of Cups here. Feel like right now you're just feeling like you need to make a choice. You have clarity on what it is that is creating these oppressions, burdens within your life. Why is this Lover's card here? Why is this Lover's card here? Queen of Swords. Yeah. Some of you guys, Queen of Swords, Five of Pentacles, you're in the space of seeing what's creating the lack. Three of Swords, you're severing that. Some of you guys, I feel like you've been at a delay. You're not wanting to be at a delay anymore. You're wanting to change your foundation. You're wanting to change things from the ground up. So this Five of Pentacles is a change of foundation. And I feel like because you have clarity, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, you have mental clarity. You're ready to really begin a new, like start something new for yourself. You're cutting away what was at a lack. You're cutting away what was challenging to you really creating wealth or abundance or prosperity or joy or whatever you deem to be important within your life. So with the Page of Swords, I do feel like there's some truth that is going to be spoken, or some truth that has been spoken. With the Three of Swords here, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're really finding your motivation to move forward. I feel like you're looking at a situation sensibly. All right, so we have the Ace of Swords here. Why is this Ace of Swords here? I feel like you have the clarity that is necessary. King of Swords here. Yeah, King of Swords and Ace of Swords is someone acting on what they know. So for a lot of you guys, you have the clarity. You've mastered your thoughts. King of Swords with the Three of Pentacles, you're cutting away some sort of cooperation. Something that you've been actively inputting your time, energy in. With the Moon card here, you could even find out there could be some clarity around some secrets dealing with a partnership. For a lot of you guys, Temperance here with the Knight of Cups, you feel like it's time for you to balance your emotions and move forward. You could also be in a space of making a decision to face your fears around, because Moon is fears. So a lot of you guys could be in a space, especially with what I've seen, the Temperance and the Knight of Cups, you may feel as though it's time for you to make some sort of offer. So if this is not you moving away from a relationship and you're wanting to move into something new, some of you guys could be finding your confidence to actually face your fears because you have the clarity that is necessary and make a offer of some sort. Whether this is within a friendship, relationship, job, it doesn't matter. You're making an offer. Here, the Knight of Cups is a romantic offer. But I feel like you're acting off of what you feel. What you feel has given you some sort of clarity. So 10 Wands here, I do feel like you're kind of laying down the burdens of responsibilities or laying down the burdens of whatever you've been dedicated to. We have the Devil card here. So some of you guys, you're laying down the burdens of your own negative or fear-based thoughts. I feel like you've had these negative or fear-based thoughts. Three of Wands has kept you having patience with the situation. Y'all know how I feel about that, having patience. Having patience is necessary. You do need to have patience in certain situations, but when patience turns into procrastination based off of fear and negative thoughts or negative thinking, it's no longer procrastination. I mean, it's no longer patience, it's procrastination. It's keeping yourself in a bubble so that you don't live up to those fears that you've created through those expectations. I feel like for some of you guys, the burdens of the expectations is what you're releasing. So some of you guys, you've had a lot of fear-based expectations. You've had a lot of negative-based expectations, and it's probably due to some complications that you've had previously. So for a lot of you guys, you're laying down the burdens of that. You're laying down the responsibility of those fears, of that lack of confidence. And I feel like Eight of Wands, hey man, you change your perspective and you're in the space of wanting to move forward. This is actually a really good reading, because even if you're not actually moving into anything, this reading is really showing someone's progression into finding their confidence to really go for what they desire, regardless of what it is, facing those negative fear-based thoughts, releasing the responsibility of that ego-based thinking, and really having more compassion for themselves and for their own path. So even though, this could be something as simple as, putting in for a job, or starting your own business, or moving into a different relationship. The energy that is surrounding this is major, because you're overcoming a cycle within yourself, a karmic cycle within yourself, of having those fear-based thoughts, those 3D things that are keeping you bound. You're facing your own ego in order for you to move into this next ascension. And because of that, you're granted a blessing. You're granted Six of Wands, a success. You're going to triumph. So basically you're going to win, because you've been in a battle with your own ego, and you're going to win. Two of Cups here. So I feel like you're moving into harmony. Let's see here. Why is this Two of Cups here? We have the High Priestess here, Queen of Wands here with the Hangman. I do feel like for a lot of you guys, you're changing your perspective here. I feel like you're seeing the bigger picture, and you're finding your motivation to really move forward. I do feel like you could have been in a space of underestimating yourself, but I feel like you could also, now for some of you guys, if you're a masculine energy, because I got a lot of masculine energy, and this Queen of Wands is a feminine energy, you could know that someone is waiting. Because Hangman is like waiting. You could know that this person is waiting. You could also know that this person is desired. And that could be kind of a push to propel you forward, especially if you're seeing the bigger picture. That King of Wands star, you also are in a space of wanting to create an opportunity here, or you also, now King of Wands is also desired, so don't second guess yourself. It's not, but this isn't about, that you are desired, but you're seeing star the one, and this is your desire. So you're trusting your intuition, moving toward your desire. If this is a relationship, if this is not a relationship, if this is a job, someone still has a desire for something, and they're seeing the bigger picture on, I need to really move forward toward what I want, instead of being in suspension, create so that I can create some sort of harmony within my life. So we have the Moon card here. I feel like your perception may have been, ooh, okay, so I feel like you're seeing the truth. Some of you guys were worried. I feel like you were worried about committing to something. 10 Pentacles here with the Queen of Swords and 5 Pentacles. I feel like you were worried about committing, and I feel like now you're seeing the truth of what the fear was. You were just fearing commitment, or fearing creating some sort of stability within the situation. It doesn't have to be romantic, even though this is leaning toward romantic. I feel like with the 8 of Pentacles under here and the 6 of Swords, I feel like you're in a space of really investing and moving forward, because this fear is an illusion. It's just your imagination. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords, you're seeing the truth of that. So some of you guys are seeing the truth of an illusion, seeing the truth of what was creating this fear within your life, seeing that all of this was just your own imagination. With the 5 of Pentacles, I do feel like you're in a space of changing that worry, releasing that worry. Queen of Swords is releasing the negative. Queen of Swords is releasing that which does not serve you, and that which does not serve you is your fear of commitment. So for a lot of you guys, you're choosing to move forward, and again, 6 of Wands is moving toward victory. So why is the 6 of Wands here? We have the Chariot in reverse, Queen of Pentacles here with the 3 of Swords. I feel like for a lot of you guys, now you're moving toward victory. Justice here, 4 of Wands. I feel like for a lot of you guys, if I was to read this like it is, you're doing what is right for you, and some of you guys could be severing a connection. I feel like you're in a space of nurturing or being compassionate to your own success. I do feel like with the 3 of Swords, now there could, for some of you guys, Chariot and the 3 of Swords, you could be in a space of cutting away something. But I feel like, I don't know if you're actually cutting away something or you're healing a connection, because the Three of Swords and the Six of Wands is moving toward victory and healing some sort of betrayal. So I don't know if this has to do with maybe previously the betrayal was your inability to move forward. Chariot in reverse is someone that doesn't have the motivation to move forward. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, I feel like you're overcoming that, or you're triumphing this sort of energy of not having the motivation to really make a compassionate decision to heal a situation. So with the Seven of Cups here and the Two of Cups, I feel like for a lot of you guys, that's 9 cups. I feel like you're allowing your concerns to fade away and really in the space of just moving toward victory for yourself. I feel like you're trusting your intuition or trusting your feelings. But I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it could also have been your pride that has like created an obstacle in you being able to move forward. Before, you could have been confused about a relationship, but now you're trusting your intuition. I feel like for a lot of you guys, there could have been some heartache that was associated with this kind of being in suspension or being at a stability. I feel like you're wanting to heal that now, and I feel like you're going to have success healing it. I'm not telling you that you're not. I want to know why is this Three of Swords here? Because this Three of Swords is throwing me off. Strength here. Star, yeah. So you're finding the strength to heal this because you've been at a stalemate. Knight of Swords. So now you're moving forward. So you are trying to heal this situation. There may have been a sense of betrayal or something that either you or the opposite party here has felt. There could also be a severance to another connection, especially if you're in a space of changing your perspective around something and moving forward. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're just finding clarity to your fears, and you're laying down the burdens, making a decision to lay down the burdens and really move forward. That's the gist of this, and I feel like you're going to have success. But I do feel like maybe if there were other people involved into this decision, there could have been a sense of heartbreak or a sense of betrayal, especially if someone else was, in suspension. So let's see what guidance we have. What guidance do we have moving forward for the collective? What messages, what guidance do we have moving forward for the collective? Messages, guidance. So we have Mother Earth. It says you are called upon to help with environmentalism. So this can be about taking care of your own foundation. This can be about taking care of the earth, like really raising the vibration of the earth. This can also be you in a space of focusing on building something from the ground up. We also have fairness here. It says this situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. With inner guidance here, it says awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Transformation and cycles of rhythms. I told y'all ending the cycle. So it says, honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions, and understand you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. That's all I have, y'all. Till next time.